Hi, welcome back to How Was It For You, where we're discussing the 1980s with Toyah Wilcox. Toyah, that's a fantastic name, by the way. So, can I ask you this? It's very important.
Yes, it is my real name.
Yeah,
my mother read it in a book when she was 15, and it was the name of a ballet dancer. And that's all she knows about the name. The biggest irony is there is a town in Arizona called Toyah, and 50 miles away is a mountain called Wilcox.
No.
Yeah, and the sheriff of Wilcox wrote to me with the postal marks, both Toyah and Wilcox, on the letter, to just say how clever my mum was. But she...
That's spooky, isn't it? There is a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, 80s, I feel a little bit, now. It's strange. Music, let's talk about albums, okay? Albums, singles.
I think there was some classic albums that summed up the 80s in every way. The overindulgence, the opulence and the pretension. And the first ones, Let's Dance, David Bowie's Let's Dance, which lots of people say were the point that it was his downfall. Firstly, he couldn't follow it up. It was just perfect. It was brilliant. And the world tour was just stunning. It was 1983 and I was doing a play called Trafford Tansy in the West End.
That's about wrestlers.
About wrestlers. And on my Sunday off, I drove to Milton Keynes and I sat on a rooftop backstage with Phil Daniels from Quadrophenia. There was myself and there was a whole array of other stars, but I can only remember Phil. And someone then took me down the gangway and up on stage. And I could watch Bowie from stage. Wow. And the last time I seen Bowie in the flesh, I was 13 years old, standing outside a theatre in Coventry. There's only 3 other people next to me, and as he walked out the stage door, I screamed. And he looked at me as to say, what an arsehole.
That's my favourite story.
And he got in the car and drove off. So this time, I was sitting there, and he came and sat by me with his peach suit on, and I thought, I'm not going to say anything, I'm not going to scream, I'm just going to shut up, because it was the best moment of my life. And there was something like 75,000 people in this glorious, sunny, open-air auditorium, and I was having a seriously good time.
You know that David Bowie? You love him.
I've grown out of it now. I've grown out of it.
Love him.
But boy, he got me through school.
And you were sitting on a roof with Phil Daniels.
Oh yeah.
From Blur, from Parkway.
Yeah.
So it was fantastic. It was a fantastic album.
But it summed up like Thatcherism and everything bad about the 80s, as well as being brilliant. It summed up the problem with the 80s as well. It was where Bowie is so fantastic is he knows how to steal moments, and he really got that one right to the point where it set him back years. I think he's now on course again. Okay,
we're going to go off for a few minutes. When we come back, we'll have more from the 80s with Toyah Wilcox. Ashes to Ashes, that's Bowie as a clown.
Bowie's a clown with Steve Strange in the background.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, I never knew that.
A fashion designer called Kim. The other was someone's son, and there was a hairdresser as well, I think.
Really?
Yeah. All living in the same squad at the same time, yeah. When I first heard that, my band had just broken up. The long-term format had just broken up. We were just about to make it. We'd had this hit with Blue Meaning, semi-hit. An hour-long documentary had been made by me for primetime telly, and the band broke up. Purely because I was just too bossy and possessive.
Because you was dressing them up like Nancy.
I dressing them up like Nancy's, and it was obviously my ride. Yeah. And I went off to Wales with Joel, my guitar player, to just do some writing and feel sorry for myself. And on the drive back to London, Ashes to Ashes came on the radio, and it was like, there is a future. It was so good.
So we can take another break, all right?
Am I keeping you awake?
No, why did you say that? No, shut up, that's me being thoughtful, look. Do I look like I'm nodding off?
Can't have a break, and then you can yawn.
We can have a break. When we come back, we'll talk about some more of the bands and the singers around, some of your friends, and we'll dish them out and find out who you hated. Come on, bands. I'll tell you what we'll do now, right? Just for you, I can organise a concert, right? Where I can get together in their prime, at their peak, 5 artists from the 1980s. So who do you want?
People I like. You're not going to be perverse here and say...
No, firstly, play people you like. Your dream ticket, your dream gig, 5 bands, an all-nighter. Who would you have?
Well, it would be solo artists more than bands. Is that right? Can I include them? Bowie, Gabriel, Kate Bush, Cult. Now, do I want...
Yeah, you see, you've
do I
rushed
want
into
The
this
Cure?
headline.
Oh, Killing Joke.
Well, Killing Joke won't come. They've already finally said they won't come.
No, we've
Not
actually...
if you're going to be there.
We've
and
made it up
you're
since
tooled up.
then. I think... or Iggy Pop. Oh, God! No, it had to be Killing Joke.
Admire is people who are willing to just do it.
And fight the system.
Just have a go at it.
Yeah. And kind of... I just love it when you see... people that are trying to be beaten down by either the press or their record company. Just love to see them fight back. I so admire it.
Who do you think from that time? I suppose Bowie would be one. And I think if you look at a lot of the girls that are making music now, I think you would be another. Who would be the ones that you think have had a genuine legacy from the 80s?
Madonna.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay.
I mean, she is the 80s, as far as I'm concerned, because she turned it on its head. She came in at a time where everything was getting really stale, and she was just extraordinary. And she frightened the wits out of everybody, as well as turning them on. I mean, that's just brilliant. I wouldn't dare do that.
Say where we are now, so 1997 now, and you're looking back. Are you glad that you came out King's Heath and you did all those things? I
am now. I'm proud of being from Birmingham now. I wasn't back then, but I am now, and I'm really proud of everything that happened. I don't feel a part of it, 1 inch. I don't even relate to it. I don't think about it much, but I'm pleased I went through it, and I wish I had more memory of it. I know there was some extraordinary things, like, you know, doing a nude scene with Greta Sacchi in a film called Ebony Tower.
With
Lord Olivier.
Lord Olivier.
I couldn't do that today. I mean, don't ever let me do it today. I mean, it's just a horrible thought. But it's kind of things like that that, you know, I look back and I think, I did that? I mean, I had the nerve to strip off next to Greta Sacchi. I mean, I had a nerve then, and I kind of, it's my nerve that got me through a lot of things. And
what do you think now, if you look at the pop scene now, and you've got your very talented boys, you've got your Blurs and your Oases and this kind of thing, is there a lesson you think they could learn from the 80s?
No, I love music now.
Right, so you think they're doing it, you think it's all...
The 80s should lie in the 80s.
Right.
I just